A.D.A. District Court for County of Washington, State of Michigan is now in session. All those have been reported on there. The Honorable Judge J. Simpson presides.
You may be seated. You know, I got. You're gonna find her. You're gonna go find Tana because I got Hawthorne here. He don't know what he's doing. Lowe doesn't know. Lowe doesn't know the court rule.
I'm ready to go, Your Honor.
Yeah, I know. It's all set over here. That side looked a little bit discombobulated. I don't know.
Trying her best.
Well, Her Highness has arrived. All right. What'd you say?
Oh, the waiver. He's
Yes, I was waiting for the waiver and I
did not know.
We need some more training. No,
no, he heard it on both sides. I don't even, how do you not know it, Hawthorne?
let's see how I do with it and then
Okay.
talk about not knowing it. I
All
don't know.
right, go ahead, Ms. Tanner.
Your Honor, at this time, the people of state of Michigan move to waive any potential conflict between Your Honor, Honorable Court, and the Public Defender's Office. We do not believe a waiver exists. However,
A conflict exists, you mean?
a conflict
Okay,
exists.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
A waiver does exist, a conflict, no. But if one were to arise, Your Honor, we would waive it.
All right, very good. Ms. Faith, you know it, right?
I don't know, I screw it up all the time that I'm here.
You do, but go
I
ahead.
get through it though. Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Natalie Faith, on behalf of the Public Defender's Office. Likewise, Your Honor, our office does not believe a conflict exists between our office and this honorable court, but if one were to arise, we would waive such a conflict.
Thank you, both. The court, for its part, also does not believe there's a conflict either under the Michigan court rules or the cases decided thereunder. To the extent a conflict does exist, given the waivers, the court will consent to hear the matters. Court does call the case of People versus Nicholas Pasanic.
Good afternoon, I'm Marie Tannhouse, the prosecuting attorney on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. Bosnack, who should be present via Zoom.
Well, I have two folks.
Samson's not Mr. Boston.
No.
See is on you.
Bosnick, is that how?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, I need a camera, please, sir.
It should be on. Yeah.
It may be covered.
It's off.
It's off now. There it is.
How about now?
Yep, there it is. All the way from New Zealand.
Yes, Your Honor.
I see, I remember. I
Yes.
absolutely remember. Because I mispronounced his name and he's in New Zealand. That's how.
Yeah, he is here. And I have discussed this matter both with my client as well as with Ms. Zenda. And we were hoping, me and my client, to set this case for final settlement conference. I do not anticipate it moving forward to jury selection. I did speak with Ms. Zenda regarding her thoughts on that, and if the court were to somehow agree, if you would allow him to appear via Zoom for an August final settlement conference. I have discussed that with my client, and that is what he wishes to do. I do understand that the court typically has, of course, final settlement conferences in person.
Yes.
And I will just add for the record, if this does play a role, this is a 2003 case. And of course, as Your Honor is aware, he does reside in New Zealand.
Well, really what I should do is make him come here and then take us back with him to New Zealand. That's really what I should do. But
For the record, the people would leave it to the court's discretion.
all right, thank you. What I will do then is I will set jury final settlement conference for
August 8th.
2025 at 9 a.m.
Okay, it is the 8th. August 8th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection would be, if necessary, August 11th, 2025 at 8:30. What I'm going to do is I will mark the file in person, but then note that defendant I will permit to appear via Zoom under state circumstances. If for whatever reason, so that the parties would know, if for whatever reason would need to go to trial, I would be setting the next dates, which would then be in October. Those would be in person, but the defendant's attendance would be mandatory at that point.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And what are those dates for there?
August 8th,
Yep.
2025, that's at 9 a.m. That's the jury final settlement conference.
Yep.
I pair that up with the jury selection, understanding that it would not go because I'm allowing you to appear via Zoom at this point. Jury selection would be August 11th at 8:30.
The 11th at
Yes.
8:30.
Yes, sir. So you had the 8th and the 11th.
And the 11th at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
And that's AM US time.
Yes, yes, because I have no idea what time it is in New Zealand.
It's 5 a.m. right now.
Is it? Okay, 5 a.m. Are you still on our date? Because we're the what?
No,
30th?
I'm a day ahead. I'm a day ahead. I'm on the 1st.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yep.
All righty, sir. You take care of yourself.
Great. Thank you so much. See you then.
Thank you, sir.
Court does call the case of the people versus Eric Buckner.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Marie Tanhouse, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of the people. And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. Buckner. Your Honor, I have spoken with Mr. Buckner several times in anticipation of this court date, and he was aware that he was to appear in person. My latest update from him was that he texted me at 1:01 stating that he, put up, Your Honor, I apologize, that he is in the hospital. I asked for proof of his admission and he responded that he was talking to a nurse and he would send some, but I still have not received any. That is my explanation for his failure to appear. I do understand the situation, but for the record, would respectfully request an adjournment of this hearing.
In your response to the people.
Your Honor, I think the court knows more about the background of this case than I do, but my understanding is he is supposed to be here in person.
Yes.
I also have grave concerns about the safety of the victim. I have reason to believe that he has been stalking her, which would be no surprise given the background of this case. Given those concerns, Your Honor, I would ask for a warrant with a high surety bond.
What I will do in this case is I'll issue a bench warrant for the defendant's failure to appear. I'll set bond in this case in the amount of $15,000 cash surety. Is paid if there is information that comes through, then the court won't have a problem necessarily setting it aside.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, that warrant will issue immediately. Thank you. Court does call the case, People versus Douglas Lee. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on, slow down. Just slow down. Let's get it right.
Requesting permission to practice pursuant to Michigan Court Rule 8.120. Under the supervision of Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Maria Tan.
Permission to practice is great.
They're love for the people.
An Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Lee, who is present via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Douglas Lee.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have discussed this matter with my client, and at this time, he wishes to set the case for final settlement conference.
Jury final settlement conference, August 8th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, August 11th, 2025, 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Lloyd.
Excuse me. What date was that? Is that August 8th?
Yes.
August 8th for jury final settlement conference, and then the August 11th would be jury selection if it's needed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bond continued.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of the people versus Jaquil Lloyd.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Lloyd, who is present via Zoom. Sir, excuse me, can you please state your name for the court?
Yes, Jaquil Lloyd.
Thank you, Your Honor. As to the case itself, I have discussed this matter with my client.
Can you hear
And I
me?
respect.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, now I can. Now I can, Your Honor. Now I can. Good afternoon,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. All right, you want jury final settlement conference?
Yes, please, Your Honor. And then if I may address an aspect as to bond briefly.
All right. Jury final settlement conference in this case will be set for August 8th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, August 11th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. Yes, as to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Ms. Perrine covered this hearing for me last week when it was in front of, or not last week, 2 weeks ago when it was last in front of Your Honor, rather. And I believe the request was made for Mr. Lloyd to discontinue testing. To my understanding, it was denied at that time just to see that his levels, I believe, of marijuana were coming down. It is my understanding he has not used since his arraignment. The allegations in this case do not involve any sort of alcohol or drug use of any kind. And I would ask, given my client's expenses to pay, he has to pay each time he tests, and having to come, he does not reside in Washtenaw County. He hasn't had any bond violations to my understanding, and we are just asking that the testing discontinue.
Yes. Send us some level. Is there a response from the people?
If one moment. As long as he's clean or the levels of marijuana are coming down, then we would have no objection.
All right. So, Mr. Lloyd, you're gonna have to wait online. We're gonna try to get those from community corrections. Hopefully we'll have them momentarily and I'll call your case back up, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of People versus William Fridge.
Pretty clear on behalf of the commission, Mr. Fridge was scheduled before the court for a review hearing. He is compliant with the terms ordered by the court, and I did waive his appearance. Mr. Fridge did fail to appear for his last review hearing a couple weeks ago. Mr. Fridge was in contact with my office. I got him set up. He's working and got him set up with a payment plan that he can manage and has been reporting to me. Given that he's in compliance with that, probation is asking that the court indicate that he paid $125 per month beginning July 25th. He recently made a payment to the court, as noted, that he continue all of the terms as previously ordered, with the next review hearing date being set September 2nd, 2025 at 1 p.m.
And Ms. Flip, you're gonna communicate this if I order it to him?
I already did, John.
You already did,
Yes,
assuming that's what I was gonna do.
correct. I told him that was
What?
the recommendation. And he knows who makes the final call. Mr. Fridge does.
But nobody else does, it seems.
Oh, he knows.
No.
He knows.
All right, the court will, without objection, order that the defendant pay $125 per month beginning July 25th, 2025. I'll continue all terms as previously ordered. I'll set his next review hearing September 22nd, 2025 at 1 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
While we await community corrections, court will stand in recess. Everybody can remain seated. Are we all set?
Yep, we are.
All right, we're back on the record in the case of the People versus Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd?
Yes. Yes, hello?
Yep, there you are. Okay, we received the results. Regrettably, you missed a test on June 25th.
I missed the test on June 25th.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, and your attorney, Ms. Pate, had indicated before we came back on the record, she was unaware of that also. It's unlikely that a violation, although I can't guarantee it, it's unlikely that a violation will be forthcoming, but you may want to contact community corrections to set up new testing.
Okay, today is my testing today. I'm actually on my way there now. Because today they called my name.
You're what?
I'm actually on my way to test right now. They called my name today, just now.
Did they? Okay. So go over and get the test, and then your attorney can maybe file a motion with the court, but I'm not going to do anything on this today.
Okay, and I have another question too, Your Honor. When would I be able to first face my accuser?
Do what?
Mr. Lloyd, we discussed that on the phone. Your next court date is August 8th.
Oh wait, you're right. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Got it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.